Navigating the world of love and relationships is tricky, and often we turn to friends, family, or even the internet for advice. But what if the advice you're getting is actually doing more harm than good? Today, we're diving into 10 red flags that scream you're getting terrible advice about love. Let's make sure you're building healthy relationships, not just following bad instructions. First up, a huge red flag is when someone justifies unacceptable behavior as normal. If your partner is consistently late, dismissive, or rude, and your friend says, "Oh, that's just how guys, girls are," that's a problem. Unacceptable behavior is unacceptable, period. Don't let anyone normalize it for you. Next, be wary of advice that ignores clear patterns of manipulation and control. This could be someone trying to isolate you from your friends, checking your phone, or making you feel guilty for spending time with others. If your advisor dismisses these actions as caring too much, they're missing the signs of a controlling dynamic. Real love is about freedom, not possession. The third red flag is advice that tells you to accept harmful criticism as constructive feedback. There's a big difference between a partner helping you grow and one who constantly puts you down. If the feedback attacks your character, your appearance, or your dreams, it's not constructive, it's destructive. Healthy partners build you up, they don't tear you down. This leads to our fourth point, the dangerous belief that love is solely about sacrifice and suffering. Yes, relationships require compromise, but they shouldn't be a constant uphill battle where you're the only one giving things up. Advice that romanticizes suffering or tells you to just endure it is guiding you toward an unhealthy and unbalanced partnership. Love should bring you joy and peace, not constant pain. Number 5 is a big one, relying on your friends' opinions more than your own gut feelings. Your friends mean well, but they aren't living your life. If your gut is screaming that something is wrong, but everyone else says the person is perfect, you need to listen to yourself. Your intuition is your most powerful guide in a relationship. Similarly, red flag number 6 is when advice tells you to disregard your feelings of discomfort as just insecurity. If you feel uneasy, anxious, or on edge around someone, that's important data. Don't let anyone, including yourself, brush it off. Your feelings are valid, and they're trying to tell you something. True compatibility feels safe and comfortable. The seventh red flag is advice that overlooks signs of emotional abuse. This is serious. Gaslighting, silent treatments, constant blame, and verbal attacks are all forms of emotional abuse. If you describe these behaviors, and the person you're talking to says you're being too sensitive or overreacting, they are dangerously unqualified to be giving you advice. Red flag number 8. Advice that suggests someone will change without any effort on their part. People can change, absolutely, but it requires self-awareness, commitment, and hard work. Believing that your love alone will magically transform someone who has shown no desire to change is a recipe for heartbreak. Don't fall for the potential if there's no proof of progress. Number 9 is advice that completely ignores the importance of mutual respect. If the advice is all about how you should adapt, what you should change, and what you should tolerate, without ever questioning if your partner respects you, it's terrible advice. Respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship. It has to go both ways. Finally, the 10th red flag, trusting unqualified sources over professionals. Your best friend might have great stories, but they aren't a licensed therapist or relationship counselor. If you're dealing with serious issues like manipulation, emotional abuse, or deep-seated conflict, seeking advice from a trained professional is the smartest and safest thing you can do. Recognizing these red flags can save you from a world of hurt. Always trust your gut, prioritize your well-being, and remember that healthy love should make you feel safe, respected, and happy. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on building a happy and healthy life. See you in the next one. Have you ever gotten advice about your love life that just felt off? You're not alone. Sometimes, even well-meaning friends or family can give us pointers that are actually more harmful than helpful. Today, we're diving into 10 red flags that scream you're getting terrible advice about love. Stick around, because recognizing these could save you a lot of heartache. First up, a huge red flag is when someone justifies an acceptable behavior as normal. If your friend says, "Oh, everyone snoops through their partner's phone, it's not a big deal," that's terrible advice. Healthy relationships are built on trust, not on normalizing invasive actions. Don't let anyone convince you that disrespect is just a standard part of love. Next, beware of advice that ignores clear patterns of manipulation and control. If you're constantly being told you're just overthinking it when you describe how your partner isolates you from friends or constantly questions your whereabouts, that's a problem. This kind of advice minimizes your experience and enables a controlling dynamic. True support helps you see the pattern, not ignore it. Red flag number 3, accepting harmful criticism as constructive feedback. There's a world of difference between, "Hey, maybe we could communicate more calmly during disagreements, and you're just too emotional. That's why we always fight." If the advice you're getting encourages you to accept insults or personal attacks disguised as feedback, it's time to find a new advisor. Constructive criticism aims to build you up, not tear you down. This leads us to another damaging piece of advice: the idea that love is all about sacrifice and suffering. Love involves compromise, yes, but it shouldn't be a constant state of misery. If you're told that you need to endure pain to prove your love, or that a relationship isn't real without dramatic suffering, run the other way. A healthy partnership should bring you more joy than pain. Now, let's talk about relying on friends' opinions over your own feelings. It's great to get an outside perspective, but if your friends are telling you to stay in a relationship that makes you unhappy, you need to trust your gut. Your feelings are your most reliable guide. Advice that asks you to ignore your own intuition is not advice worth taking. Similarly, be cautious of anyone who tells you to disregard feelings of discomfort as mere insecurity. That knot in your stomach, it's often your intuition signaling that something isn't right. Dismissing it as you're just being insecure is a way to invalidate your feelings and keep you stuck in a potentially unhealthy situation. Your comfort and emotional safety matter. Another major red flag is advice that overlooks signs of emotional abuse. This can be subtle, like constant belittling jokes, gaslighting, or the silent treatment. If you're told that's just how they are, or you need to develop a thicker skin, that person is failing to recognize the serious nature of emotional abuse. It's not something to be tolerated. What about change? Be wary of advice that suggests change can happen without any real effort. If someone says, "Don't worry, they'll change once you get married, have kids, move in together," that's a fantasy. Real, lasting change requires self-awareness, commitment, and hard work from the person who needs to change, not just wishful thinking from you. Ninth on our list is advice that ignores the importance of mutual respect. Any suggestion that you should tolerate disrespect, that your opinions don't matter as much, or that you should always be the one to back down is a recipe for an unbalanced and unhappy relationship. Respect has to go both ways, period. Finally, and this one is crucial, be careful about trusting unqualified sources over professionals. While your best friend might have great intentions, they aren't a trained therapist or relationship counselor. For serious issues, seeking advice from someone with professional expertise is always the wisest move. They have the tools and objectivity to provide guidance that's truly helpful. Recognizing bad advice is the first step toward building healthier, happier relationships. Always trust your gut, prioritize respect, and know that you deserve a love that feels good, safe, and supportive. Thanks so much for watching today. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more content on navigating life and love. Drop a comment below and let me know the worst relationship advice you've ever received. See you in the next one.